Hey, welcome back to Cafe de Cara. Today I would like to show you how to personalize your journal. Now I know not everybody journals, but you should. It totally helps you be able to process your feelings, your emotions, and amazingly it helps me understand my life a little better. But today this isn't going to be just any normal journal. This is my hope journal, and I'll tell you a little bit more about why I call it that later. So what you'll need for this project is once you've decided what notebook to make your journal, just grab it and then you need to pick an article out of the newspaper. I already cut my newspaper, but what you do is you put your notebook right inside here and fold the paper over and leave an inch on each side of the notebook. See? You've cut it out, now it's time to fold over the edges. You need to make little V's where the binding is. Take the edge and fold it over. Close it up. The cut edge goes all the way around the binding till the next side. Figure out which side is the front. And I want to make a little X where don't worry, I won't see it later because I'm going to cut it out. Take it completely off of my book. What I'm going to do is I want to cut a really cool shape out here, and then we're going to, underneath, we're going to put a bright color paper. And I'm just going to carefully, very carefully, because newspaper's delicate, cut out my bird. You need to figure out how big of a piece you need to fit back behind it. So, I'm going to set this back over my journal just really quickly. I have the bright piece of paper underneath, fully covering my cutout, and open it up. Now we have to Mod Podge this piece of paper onto your notebook. Now put Mod Podge over the rest of the cover. Then carefully pull your book cover over. We have to do the inside covers. Now we're going to work on the back. Okay, so the back is a little more tricky because remember our crease is like half an inch off from when it's open. So I'm going to open this up and we're going to put Mod Podge right onto the newspaper here. We're going to Mod Podge the whole thing. Do the front side and let it dry and then do the back side. Great, it's dry. Now we're going to do the back side. Okay, it's all dry, and now I'm going to use a black paint pen, and write hope on my journal. Okay, we're all finished, and now I have my own hope journal. So why a hope journal, you may ask? Well, earlier in my life, I didn't have hope. It's not like I walked around all depressed and sad and mopey all the time. It's just that I couldn't really see past the day that I was living. So I just lived for that day. I didn't have hope for a better future. And living that way, I made a lot of mistakes. Mistakes I wish I could take back. It was like I couldn't hope for that perfect guy for me. So I just dated whoever was there. I couldn't hope that I would become more. So I just did what was required of me every day. And I don't know, it's like I didn't have hope for something better than this messed up life that I was living. And that's just how I lived. Until about 7 years ago, I met someone so beautiful. Someone who offered me a hope for a future. And that someone was Jesus Christ. God says, "For I know the plans I have for you. Plans to prosper you, not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future." Oh my goodness. I was like, God, me? I don't deserve a hope and a future. I'm so messed up, ugly, dirty, undeserving. And God says, yes, perfect Jesus died for the imperfect you. Following Jesus has not only given me hope for life after death, like living forever in heaven with God, but also hope for this life. God says that He has plans for my life. That means plans for me to live out today, tomorrow, next week, next year, and I get to live that if I follow Him. So, in my hope journal, I write to God. I'm honest with Him. I tell Him how I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, what I'm going through. I write down stuff that I find in the Bible that I think is really important, and it just helps me. It helps me communicate with God. It helps me remember things that I've been through and what He's brought me through. Your hope journal is just between you and God, nobody else. I would love to tell you more about this Jesus and the hope that He has for your life. If you want to hear more, there's going to be a sign at the end of this video that pops down and it says hear more. And just click that and I'll tell you more. If you're watching this on YouTube, then just copy and paste the link that's in the description box. I hope you have a wonderful time writing in your personalized hope journal.